All right, here we go. Scott's just grabbing a drink. He'll be right back, and then we're gonna check this out. Lots of Division stuff happening today. Pretty excited. It's been a long time.
Hello, agents, and welcome to Division Day, the day where we check in on all things the Division. I'm your host, Chris Waters, from the Ubisoft News team, and today we're covering 3 games.
And
the Division 2,
we're live,
and its plans
everybody.
For year 5 of new seasonal content, a new game
we're going.
mode, and
Scott's trying to figure out what he's doing.
the Division
just folded on my
Resurgence,
face.
the full-blown free-to-play.
Welcome to
Hey, why do these
Scott.
headsets roll and fold up
Coming to
anyways?
mobile
Do you ever
devices.
put one in a bag to
And
take
the
somewhere?
Division
No,
Heartland,
I never do.
The
Never have.
PvEVP
Although,
survival
paradoxically,
action
I want an
shooter coming
Oculus
for
carry
free
case.
to consoles, cloud,
Yeah,
and
fair enough.
PC. We've got a
Dude, we get
lot to
Division
cover,
2,
and
the
we've
Division
got a
Resurgence,
Twitch
and
drop queued
Heartland.
up
They're gonna
for
end
you.
off with
So
Heartland?
get comfy and let's get it going. We'll
That would
start
make sense,
with
I
year
guess, because we
5 of
already,
the Division
it's
2.
highly anticipated, right?
Yeah.
How long has Heartland been
Oh, it's been a while.
It'll start with Season 1, Broken Wings, which is bringing a new twist on manhunts and
at least a year,
introducing
but I'm trying to
a
think
new
back
game
even
mode
further than
called
that.
Descent. Now,
Are you
I
watching
think
on their
the game
YouTube
mode
channel?
calls for a new game mode
I just pulled it up.
What do you know?
Gotcha.
I've got one right here.
Another season of Division 2, man. Year 5, Season 1. New game mode.
The Division trained you to operate at your limits. This simulation will push you beyond them.
I have to bring up another cast of it.
But I'm confident
I
in your
can't listen to
abilities.
myself on a delay.
It's been a while since I've been in the world of the Division. Looking forward to jumping back in.
And if you get into the Division, that might give me an opportunity as well.
Oh, that's fair. Yo, are you kidding me? Dude,
Time to
I had
see what
3.
you're capable of.
Just Sam Fisher. You're kidding me.
No.
Dude, it had the 3 lights. It had the
has to
3
be.
Descent is a roguelite mode coming free
That
to
is.
all Division 2 players when Year 5 begins.
Free
and
roguelite
that
mode.
is just
Okay.
the start. Back to the roadmap.
When it came down to
See
new modes,
Season
that's what I was
1,
wondering.
the
What can you really
start
do
of
with
a
it?
multi-season rebuild
Mm-hmm.
of the Castle Settlement. That'll bring the devastated landmark back to life with renewed
Sam
purpose.
Fisher's in every game but his
Season 2
own.
will bring
Drives
a
me nuts.
challenging new incursion as you venture out to the Merritt Estate.
He's like an old friend,
confront
but
the
one that
Cleaner.
was.
And
It's
in
a hurtful
Season 3,
relationship. You see him
it's
again,
back
you're
to
like,
New
"Ah,
York City for
it's
the
you."
holidays and new revelations
I'm
about
happy,
Aaron
but my heart
Keener
hurts.
and his rogues. And then in Season 4, new story DLC with new
Really?
zones, new main missions, and a whole new endgame structure.
Huh.
Keep in mind that each season will also continue to introduce new manhunts, leagues, and events. And while you'll still need the Warlords of New York expansion for most
Cool.
of this content, the new Descent mode will be free for all agents. You may have noticed the apparel events running throughout Year 5 as well. These will bring a bunch of new fits, as well as the return of familiar favorites.
Resident Evil.
I get a little worried anytime I hear outfit cosmetics
Yeah.
because of Halo. Too many cat ears. Yep. Leon Kennedy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Or maybe not. No, is that Chris Redfield?
No, Leon.
Grab that Leon Kennedy look for free.
Dude, I might be
starting
downloading
on
this
April
again.
25th.
I think Leon
And
usually has
once the
stars
season starts,
across.
Set your
Oh,
sights
what?
on
His
another
hair is different.
gaming
What have you done?
icon's signature style. Sam Fisher. As part of the premium pass for Season 1 Broken Wings, you'll be able
on!
to unlock pieces of the Splinter Cell apparel to help you fifth freedom your way all throughout DC.
Dude, I'm telling
and
you.
NYC.
They can't give him his
So,
own game,
when
but
does
they
this all
just
kick
bring him
off?
into everybody else's
Season
game.
1 Broken Wings takes
It's 'cause they
flight
know.
in
They know
early
the love
June.
is there.
Or does it fly?
It's almost like an emergency button.
I get they're
I don't
working
know.
on it,
we'll
but they're
find
like,
out together.
it's just
in
painful.
Early June. Now, PC players can get a little preview tomorrow because the public test server will be available tomorrow, which means you can play the new Descent mode tomorrow. As for today, there's a special sale going on in-game now through May 2nd with big discounts on outfits, custom weapon skins, and emotes. Marching Band 1 is my favorite, personally. In the coming months, there will also be big sales on the Warlords of New York expansion, plus a free weekends to help you recruit and train up your friends to get ready for all the good stuff coming in year
You're gonna need the
5
DLC,
of
Scott,
the
in order to play.
Division 2.
I don't have Division 2 even.
Oh man.
The Division
I had one at some
Resurgence
point,
is
but it
bringing
may
a
have been Game
full-fledged
Pass.
Division experience to Android and iOS
Oh, here we go.
devices.
Resurgence.
We're talking campaign, solo, and co-op. New signature weapons, new gadgets, new enemy factions, a new storyline that bridges the gap between the Division and the Division 2. and you can be among the first
cool.
to play the Division Resurgence during an upcoming test phase this summer. Sign up now at thedivisionresurgence.com for
So Resurgence
to get into the test.
Test this summer.
Go ahead, just open up a new tab.
Oh, it is.
Get in.
Yeah.
So
You know, if you play, you can unlock a special JTF outfit.
I kind of wonder.
Full game launches.
I want to sign
This
up
is
for
next
that.
year.
Although
Sign up. Oh,
I have worry as to
okay,
if
folks,
mobile will be good.
thedivisionresurgence.com. You know where to go. You're all set.
I get it, but there's a huge audience on mobile, right? Like we talk about it all the time on the show.
Okay,
How big
before we get to
mobile
our
is
final
compared to
game,
just regular console.
Wouldn't be Division Day without a look at how the characters and stories of the Division are expanding beyond the games in a variety of creative ways. Like the new webtoon coming next year that tells the story of a teacher in Houston, Texas, whose watch lights up with the telltale orange glow as the dollar flu outbreak spreads. You'll be able to follow their journey as they make unlikely allies and encounter dangerous new factions far from the East Coast. And coming later this year, you can bring some Division art into your own home with these extensively detailed collectible action figures of Caleb Dunn and Brian Johnson, two agents who were featured in the original E3 reveal of the Division 2. There's also a bevy of Division comics, audio stories, books, and more.
I've listened to some of the audio stuff. Dude, some of the audio, this is incredible.
Everything you need to know from today's show on news.
Is there like a whole... Oh, there we go. Audio story series. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool. There's a series, a Mass Effect series, similar graphic comics and that kind of thing. I've seen several of them. They're really cool.
Yeah, for the Heartland here.
And the best damn cup of coffee you'll ever have. Silver Creek was perfect. Up until it wasn't. The green poison changed everything for everyone. It started in New York on Black Friday, the biggest shopping day of the year. They called it the dollar flu because it spread on money. The virus knew no boundaries. No matter where it hit, the bodies piled up. And when it spread to Silver Creek, the result was the same. Death.
Oh.
I'm Division Agent Mackenzie Reed. Originally from Kansas.
That's very
I was
anime.
stationed in Boston when the shit hit the fan after Black Friday. I left Boston and came to Silver Creek looking for Killian Tower, my commander. Well, he was my commander until recently. For reasons unknown, he disavowed the Division and is now a rogue agent. Killian betrayed my team and murdered them. He gunned them down and fled. No clues, no motive. Only a bloody trail for me to follow.
That's cool.
That trail has led me to Silver Creek.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared for what I found. I wanted answers, but all I got was more questions. Why is the virus different here? Why did
Hey, what's up, Kyle?
murder the team he proudly commanded? And why is he amassing
Yeah,
an
you
army
will.
of leaders in Silver Creek?
Dude, I'm gonna
Oh,
install
I-
it right after
Everything
this.
I've seen tells me
I had
that
missed the
Silver
chat.
Creek
I'm
is
sorry,
the
Kyle.
heart of something
I see you there.
I can't do this alone, Agent.
It's the problem with 180 degrees
I
of
need
screen in
your
front of me.
help.
What you just saw was the cinematic intro to the Division Heartland. Set in the mysterious Midwestern town of Silver Creek, Heartland is a free-to-play PvEVP survival action shooter in which you'll confront AI factions and other player squads as you explore all the strange goings-on by light of day and fight to survive.
I
in the
kind of
dark
wish they put it in.
Now,
I
let's
think
delve
it's
a little
Paradise
bit more
Falls,
into the
the
gameplay,
Far Cry 5
the systems,
area.
the setting
Yeah.
of
That would've been
Division
cool, but-
Heartland. I've got a developer diary here to show you, and if you watched Ubisoft Forward in September, you may recognize the first little bit of it. But trust me, there's a lot more you haven't seen that I'm going to show you now. Now.
Hey everyone, we're so excited to show you Heartland, an all-new standalone adventure in the Division universe.
Looks cool.
Teams poured their heart into this game, and we can't wait to share it with you. Welcome to Silver Creek. Heartland's a free-to-play survival action shooter set in the Division universe that features streamlined survival gameplay and a beautiful new world to explore, filled with dynamic,
Guy reminds me of Mitch
PvE
Hedberg.
gameplay. In Heartland, you play as a Division agent, given the task of protecting Silver Creek, a small town in Middle America. It's your job to keep the town safe from enemy factions, rogue agents, and a deadly contamination. Heartland explores what happened to small town
Who's that
America
orange
when
glow?
the green poison was unleashed on the world. While major metropolitan centers got aid from agencies like Sarah and the Division, what help did the Heartland get? This game ties directly into the timeline and introduces all new characters and storylines to the franchise.
Cool.
I'm Keith Evans, creative director in Heartland at Red Storm Entertainment.
Ah, dude, Red Storm.
Hi, I'm Taylor Epperly. I'm the associate game director on Heartland. I'm really excited for folks to see what the world of the Division looks like in small town America.
Hi, I'm Carrie Bland, community developer on Heartland, and I can't wait for our players to see all the hard work and dedication the team has put in. We've spent a year in closed tests building on the experience, responding to the feedback we received, and have evolved towards a truly unique and exciting take on survival PvEVP gameplay.
Do we going out gathering resources coming back to base?
It's
like, is that what we're doing?
For players on day one.
I saw one guy holding an axe at a tree, and that's what made me think maybe, yeah.
Back up and running. Players will be tasked with completing a set of missions and projects, all focused on the goals of exploring the town and gathering the supplies necessary to help prepare the base of operations.
Yeah.
Every mission completed gives players the tools and strength necessary to survive.
Silver Creek is a hostile environment filled with deadly contamination, roaming enemy hordes, and the looming threat of
circle
sickness
closing
and
in?
dehydration. Players will have to be prepared if they hope to survive a full day in the town.
As day turns to night, Silver Creek is sent into high alert. The survival threat increases, and dangerous PvEVP
That's a
from
pretty
rogue
easy
players
in-canon
and AI is introduced.
explanation for that circle.
Night is a deadly sandbox filled with unexpected threats, but there is that constant carrot of great rewards.
Reminds me a little bit of Vigor.
As players progress, they unlock the ability to
I'm cool with
select
that. I
one
really
or
like
three
Vigor.
active classes.
Actually.
Yeah, me
I
too.
wish I
Every
played
class
more of
brings
it.
something unique to the table, from the survivalist ability
The problem
to
was
highlight
my
loot
team
behind walls,
played it first
to the
without me,
weapons
and then
expert
moved on.
ability to craft and deploy an assault turret. Combining these classes in a squad helps you overcome Silver Creek's
Squad of
toughest
4?
challenges.
Where one teammate might be falling behind, you really want to make sure that you're picking up that weight. Talking together and working as a true unit is the best way to make sure you're successful in Silver Creek.
Heartland features a deadly and unpredictable contamination that makes every trip into Silver Creek unique.
To help you in your journey, you'll be able to fabricate supplies, prepare your go bag for each new day, making sure you can achieve even the toughest goals.
The contamination shapes the areas of the map that are easily accessible, and using a filter protects agents from the contamination, but the filter depletes pretty quickly inside the contaminated areas. So depending on how many filters you have on hand, you might decide to head into a contaminated area and get some loot that other folks passed up.
Nice.
There's
That's
also
cool.
the ever-present threat of dehydration. Dehydration can slow you down, so you really have to keep an eye out for fresh, non-contaminated water when you're out in Silver Creek.
Try to be as prepared as possible. You're gonna want to set yourself up for success out there. But if you do find yourself a little underprepared, hopefully you have a teammate that'll let you crawl inside their backpack. Who knows? Maybe they have juice boxes.
I was going to say,
in there.
looking at a puddle in the road is not a good idea.
Yeah, drink from that.
In Silver Creek,
That's
shade
healthy.
agents are using the rocket rink and
Well, you'll never be thirsty again.
For the first time in the Division, the entire base of operations is a shared space. You can socialize, form a group, customize your character, and prep for your next operation. Each session begins and ends in the base of operations, and you'll be talking to Carmelita, Kevin, and Mackenzie quite often.
Each time players exfiltrate back to their base of operations, they take the materials and gear they've collected and store it in their personal armory to help them prepare for future days in the town.
When you're going up against rogue agents, you kind of get into a bit of a cat or mouse situation. For me, I'm definitely more of a mouse. You don't have to worry about rogue agents if they can't see you.
There's a couple different strategies you can use against rogue players. I love using Heartland's class skills to set up ambushes, coordinating with my teammates to make sure we're repairing our armor as needed.
You just
And then
hacked
when
them,
the
dude.
shooting's done, I love looking through their loot and taking all the good stuff.
Heartland will be a living game. The stories we tell on day one are just the beginning. We can't wait for players to dive in and take this journey with us.
We're thrilled to take the next step as we enter our testing phase. Our community team will be looking at feedback shared across social channels and on our official forums, while we evolve our game together with our community, shaping the long-term Heartland experience.
Games of service, buddy.
The team is committed to
Oh, this is
the
one of
best
the main,
possible experience for our players, and the
They've done it well, right? Division 2 still going strong.
I really think we've created something.
Yeah, one of the rare good examples. Rare in my opinion.
Open world operations, dynamic contamination.
The team here at
Destiny would
Red
have to be
is
the
proud
other
and feel we're
notable.
really onto something. Heartland feels fresh and distinct while still feeling at home alongside the other amazing games in this universe. Thank you for taking this journey with us. We can't wait to have you join us in Silver Creek.
I was hoping we were gonna get a date. It doesn't sound like they're ready yet.
If you want to get your hands on the Division Heartland, sign up now for
next
a chance
year?
to get into
Maybe?
the next testing phase at thedivisionheartland.com. If you're chosen, you'll be granted 5 invites to share with 5 people you'd trust to squad up with and explore Silver Creek.
5
You
people.
could also give them to 5 people you don't trust and bring a little chaos into your life. Get yourself on the list either way, and keep an eye out for more news this summer. When you play the Division Heartland, the Division Resurgence, and the Division 2, you'll be able to show your shade street
I like
cred
that.
with
Give
cross
somebody you don't
rewards.
trust the code.
Each game
I'll
will
see
grant
you
you a reward
inside the
you
game.
can redeem in each
Right.
other game, which makes for rewards. Folks, Year 5 of the Division 2 starts in early June. Signups are open now for upcoming playtests for the Division Resurgence and the Division Heartland. I'm Chris Waters, and on behalf of the Ubisoft folks working worldwide to bring you new stories, adventures, and challenges in the world of the Division, thank you for watching. We're going to send you off now with a video that brings together all the Division games onto one timeline to help you see how they all intersect. This is going to include some glimpses of events you've never been able to play before that will be featured in the Division Resurgence. Enjoy.
Dude, it's cool. They got a lot going on with the Division. Holy, Ubisoft's all in. Between this and Assassin's Creed. Like, seriously.
Yeah, it's hard to say which one takes more of their attention right now.
Agents, as new recruits to the Strategic Homeland Division, it is my job to bring you up to speed with what's happened. So pay attention closely, as we don't have much time. In late November, a man-made disease called the Green Poison was unleashed into Manhattan on one of retail's busiest days of the year, Black Friday. By early December, New York was brought to its knees. The world watched closely as the events unfold. Ultimately, Presidential Directive 51 was executed, and the agents were activated to protect civilians and key locations. It wasn't long before reports started pouring in from first-wave agents about the unimaginable levels of chaos that they were witnessing. Among other missions, first-wave agents are tasked with escorting a local community leader to safety, but find themselves coming to the aid of the Trinity Church, which is under attack by raiders. They arrived, but were too late. The group had already left, and had taken a number of key medical personnel with them as hostages. The agents were able to catch up with the raiders on Liberty Island, but this came at a cost. They continued to fight the growing violence in an attempt to restore order to the city, but within days, contact with the entire Division team in New York was lost.
It's cool.
In early January, a new wave of Division agents in the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., was activated by the president.
You've been on the list for 2 years now, Kyle. Oh, seriously?
Power outages,
Man.
citywide rioting and looting.
That's not hopeful.
High-level government officials are relocated to secure
For which
sites around the
specific?
country.
Was that for the
Heartland.
beta
Heavy
or?
losses on their way into the area. The second wave begins clearing the hostile presence alongside the JTF. The effects of the dollar flu is now being felt across the globe as it continued to spread. Late January, a unit of the Division agents are sent to a small town in the middle of the US called Silver Creek. Their mission was to quickly and quietly secure and protect
That's
a
why it's a dumb
high-value
bad
government
guy
seed storage
plan.
complex in the city.
Because now you're the ruler of
Early
nothing.
February, the city of Boston falls. Massachusetts agents are activated. In Washington, D.C., the situation continued to get worse. The broken chain of command in the US military caused troops to be thrown into crisis. There were desertions, widespread deaths, and the uprisings of hostile factions were starting to get out of control. Early to mid-February, first-wave agents who survived the early events of the New York City outbreak find themselves at the Manhattan base of operations. They go on to continue their mission of saving what remains and help in protecting the new peaceful civilian settlements that were starting to
Yeah,
pop
we
up
figured it was
throughout the city.
Heartland, Kyle.
It is at
I call it
this time that they
Heartlands.
also
I know it's
encounter a new
Heartland.
menace that has been plaguing the city, calling themselves Freemen. In March, Silver Creek's power grid went offline, but was subsequently brought back up with the help of the Nelson Botanical Conservatory. By mid-March, following a series of riots, Silver Creek City
feel a
Center was
very
barricaded
strong
to
connection
keep future
to what
refugees
our
at
world
arm's
could
length.
be.
Yeah,
Martial
right.
law was established,
Yeah.
and the Silver Creek Militia was formed. By early May, Washington, D.C. falls. On top of this, the SHD network has been taken down. Agents from around the nation are redirected to D.C. to restore order and repair the SHD network. All, apart from the agents in Silver Creek. They are told to stand their ground, as the government complex is too important to lose, even in the face of disaster in D.C. The months between March and late June is when rural America began its heavy downward spiral, and this was going unnoticed, as support was being focused around major centers. Chaos erupts, people die.
Dude, well, like, what
and
a
no help
plot
comes.
they've
By
got
late
going
June,
between now
Silver Creek
3
City
different
Center
games.
is engulfed by a new wave of riots and
Oh,
refugees.
it's a huge universe to add in.
August, DC
Unbelievable.
agents receive a distress
Like
call
that
from New
mobile
York
taking
City.
place between the two
Manhattan
games.
has been
There's a
attacked,
huge amount of
and the man
content you could go
responsible
to.
is someone
Yeah,
we've been looking
I think it's
for
very
since
smart,
the early
too.
days of the outbreak.
Oh yeah.
Late August, Silver Creek has been taken over by 2 warring factions, calling themselves the Vultures and the Reapers. Vastly outnumbered
Sam
and
Fisher.
unprepared,
No,
and agents
that's us.
called in
We've been
for
looking
aid
for him.
over local SHD frequencies.
We don't ever get Lambert's voice in.
This has just been a brief roundup
As
of
a
events, agents,
call
as
out.
this is all that time allows.
Yeah.
Command has informed me of a big intel drop coming soon, so stay alert. But for now, you have your placement details, so get out there and give them hell. Extremis Malus, Extrema Remedia.
There you go. Dude, that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot going on here. What do you think, Scott?
I want to get in. I don't want to do it alone though.
NPC.
Well, we Kyle and I are here. That means you'd have to buy the game though, if you want to play it. It's not
It
like
would
we're
not be the first or third game I've
You're just
bought
gonna-
because of you.
You're welcome. Dude, you're gonna
This
buy
one's very
it,
much alive though.
and it's gonna go. Yes, it is. It's gonna go to Game Pass.
The day I buy it, or a week. Usually it's about a week later.
So Ubisoft Plus though is another option, right? If it's already on Xbox, is one way to go. But yo, I'm looking forward to this. They got a lot going on. Kind of interested in some of the comics too. Actually,
Yeah,
Kinda piqued my
actually,
interest.
That has my attention. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've listened to some of the audio stuff. Amazing work with some of the audio cues, and then the audio stories that they've created within the world of the Division. So
I thought we might get into a movie or a TV series or something. That's kind of what I thought was being hinted, but then it went
Yeah.
to the graphic novels. So
yeah, it's funny
Never
because I
say
was thinking
never.
the same thing. No, I think there's an opportunity for a television show, right? If we get something like The
Depends
Last
on-
of Us, then why
depends on
can't we
what
get
Pedro
this?
Pascal is doing. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Depends if he's busy or not.
Or Chris Pratt. I would accept Chris Pratt.
Yeah, fair enough. But everybody, that's going to wrap up the live stream for the Division Day. Thank you for hanging out with us. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow with ITG Daily. As always, I'm Drew. That's Scott. We'll see you inside the game.